What is up, y'all? We're back, man. And today we're gonna talk about the the craziness and the wild shit that's going on with the day before in Fantastic, man, studio. I knew this was gonna happen. I really knew. I knew months. I just knew months in advance this was gonna be some shit that was at least close to this issue that's going on with this. But before we get started, definitely smash the like button because it helps. But to get into everything, this game came out, a few days ago, early access on Steam. I was sitting back watching people play it before I got my hands on it because I remember when I first seen the trailer and, all the gameplay. I was just like, this shit looks too good to be true. First off, it looked like a knockoff Division that meets DayZ. Um, it just didn't look like it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I thought that I'm like, this is going to be one of those games that never pushes through. I'm surprised they even ended up putting it on Steam for gameplay, but I think it was because their ass was under the fire because of all the stuff that they promised everybody and people were expecting the game and stuff like that. So to get into it, the game we all know is I'm not telling you guys nothing new. The game is just buggy as hell. It's probably the most buggiest game, one of the most buggiest games I've seen. I've seen people play and these motherfuckers blow up biggest skyscrapers. I've seen someone get fucking shot and they ended up turning into a fucking air balloon, Christmas Day parade air balloon floating over the skyscrapers. Fucking leg out the ground turned into Pennywise fucking spider. The game is just terrible, man. It's just a piece of it's the game is fucked. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm so surprised they ended up just putting that out. Y'all was better off just canceling without putting it out. Now y'all gave people more shit to talk about, but I mean, I kind of understand, why they try to put it out because they was just promising people a video game, having people, you know, just thinking this shit. They had money up in this, and yeah, they had to put it out. But I feel like I just knew it was going to be something like this because the game, when you looked at it, it just didn't look. It just looked too good. I remember seeing like a tire go flat. You had to repair the tire and all this crazy shit. It was just too much detail in the little things they were promising. I'm like, yeah, this is some weird shit, man. And it wasn't too much promotion on it. Almost like they were scared to have, like, they didn't have too much faith in their product. And I'm just like, we're just waiting, and it comes back out of nowhere, and now we get it. Now it's a piece of shit, like I thought. I was just watching, when the game released and people were playing it. It was so fucking buggy, man. Like, people were growing out the ground, fucking just big ass heads floating. They should be embarrassed, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They fucking scammed us as gamers. They scammed us. They ran off on a kid. They finessed. They said, "Hey, give me the money." And you know what's crazy? It almost seemed like this shit was planned. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I don't think it was like a grab all the shit off the desk, throw the bleach on the papers, burn the shit, set it on fire, we're out. I don't think it was like that. I think it was planned. Like, okay, we're gonna let them play, and once we start seeing the comments of the fucked up shit we put out there, that's when we exit. That's when we make an excuse and say we didn't get enough funds. I think this shit was planned. I could be wrong or whatever, but they fucking scammed. They got the money. I heard something about what, 30,000. Maybe I'm wrong, like $30,000, and they got the fuck out of there. I think that it was just like plant. To be honest, they were kind of watching people complain and like, "Yep, it's time. It's time to exit." Let's just say, But to get into it a little bit more over on Twitter, we kind of finally get the announcement for the shutdown from Fantastic Studio saying today we announced the closure of Fantastic Studio. Unfortunately, the day before has failed financially and we lack the funds. To continue, all income received is being used to pay off debts to our partners. Bullshit. You're pocketing that and you're getting your kids gifts for Christmas. Stupid mother. Look, we invested all our efforts, resources, and man hours into the development. First off, you're a fucking liar because the game was fucking terrible. But the day before, which was our first huge game, we really wanted to release patches to review. First off, you fucking liar. You didn't have plans to fucking release any patches. You just gave us a piece of shit. And he said for full potential of the game, but unfortunately, we don't have the funding to continue the work. Okay, whatever. It's important to note that we didn't take any money from the public during the development of the day before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years. So you worked for 5 years. Look, I don't want to be that person and try to judge someone because maybe they were trying to do something. I don't know. But man, this shit looks bad, bro. Like, we worked for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game. At this point, I think y'all got them trailers and shit and made them trailers and really just like did it and made it look nice, hoping that a big company will come past and swoop you off your feet and invest in it or something. Because the trailer looked nice, the gameplay is ass, but at the moment, the future of the day before and prop night is unknown. But the servers will remain operational. Okay. We apologize if we didn't meet your expectations. We didn't get everything within our power, but unfortunately, we miscalculated our capabilities. Creating games is an incredibly challenging endeavor, and they kind of list the shit they got going, but they closed down. Make a long story short, and they were saying basically that they didn't get the money and the shit they needed. Well, why were you promoting that shit like this was going to be the best fucking game in the world? So much you put your blood, sweat, and tears in it. Well, why the fuck we got Mr. Airhead floating through the fucking city of the knockoff New York and shit? You remember we heard about the lawsuits with the big names in the game and shit? I don't know. It seems fishy to me, man. And it didn't even take, bro, a week for them to shut down for real. I don't think, bro. I can't. Bro, they shut down immediately. People ain't even get to get their hands in the game for real. They're like, bro, fucking exit out. We're always gonna get. All this game's gonna do is get worse. It's gonna get worse. So we're gonna say fucking and leave right now. That's the vibe I got. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, they're fucked for doing this, man. I feel so bad for people who are looking forward to this game, like out of heart, like, hey, man, this is gonna be a crazy game, putting their dollars on it, like, hey, I can't wait till it come out. I unfortunately, I fortunately was not looking forward to the game because I kind of figured it was gonna be something. It just looked too fucking nice, bro. I remember looking at I'm like, this looks like The Last of Us. The font, like for the cover with the guy, it looks like that fucking font from The Last of Us 2 with Ellie. I'm like, they're just stealing shit, bro. Like the font, that doesn't look unique, you know. But I'm not gonna lie. I remember when the game released and we're gonna wrap up, y'all. I clicked on someone's stream. I'm like, this motherfucker, bro. The HD on this game about to be crazy. About to like you walking through New York. Man, I got on someone's stream. Bro, that shit like Fortnite, bro. I think Fortnite even looked better than that shit looked like Fortnite, bro. Like PUBG or a mobile game or something. I'm like, oh yeah, they fucking scammed. And then they took the money and left. They peaced out. Bro, the day before, you guys fucked, man. You guys fucked. I'm sorry, but that's what I wanted to talk about, man. I just feel like I'm sorry. 5 years in the works, and y'all had people wait for this game for a fucking whole year. I remember the whole event with them talking about it, and now look, the game is gone. So, I mean, they took it off Steam, from my understanding. So, if you got the game, you got something that's kind of rare, I guess. Rare piece of shit, but yeah, that's what I just wanted to talk about. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Hit me up on Instagram at I Like Gaming, and I will see you guys for the next one. Peace. Until next time.